On this hand, every single month I write down my highlight for the day. Here I track things like caffeine, cold water exposure, here stretching, or my exercises for the physical therapist. On the other hand, I have the goals for that month, and that way I know where to work on for the upcoming month. So this is the life tracker method. This really was a game changer for me. And I came across this life tracker method through a video called A Notebook to Save You from Infinite Scrolling. And when I saw that video, it resonated immediately with me. So I started out in August 2024, and now I'm still using this exact system. So this is journaling. And when you talk about journaling to people, writing down your feelings, all that woo-woo stuff, and that doesn't really resonate with everybody. Although writing down your feelings, there's nothing wrong with that. But when people think about journaling, they don't really think about something that's useful for them. But this life tracker system is so amazing because it allows you to keep all kinds of information that you come across in just one notebook. So let's take a step back for a minute. We all watch a lot of YouTube videos, we come across podcasts, maybe we read some books, we talk to people, and we gather a lot of information. But all that information usually just passes through because we get bombarded with information these days. If you have a way to write things down, you have a second time to think about that information, and then if you reread it, you even have a third, fourth, and fifth time to get access to that information. And maybe that information that was very valuable to you can become one of your own instead of you forgetting about that information. Before I had this life tracker system, I had a journal for my injuries. So I went to the physical therapist. Every time I went, I wrote something down. Okay, that's one notebook. And then I had a notebook for all the information I gathered, but it was just too random and too disorganized. So it didn't really invite to rewatch what I've written. Then I do jiu-jitsu and I want to write down the lessons that I learned in jiu-jitsu. So I'm writing all of this down, another separate notebook. Sometimes you're working on a project like the Buster Sword here. You want to write things down and you want to have that like for a future reference or whatever. And then you can have that nicely into your notebook. All of these different notebooks could become just one with a life tracker system. Now, on the other hand, I was always a fan of taking notes in college, right? I had a lot of notes here and I always tried to like make it very pretty. So maybe if I ever wanted to rewatch this, heck, I'm never gonna rewatch this, but I liked just the physical aspect of writing down and taking notes in an organized fashion. So when I came across that video, I was just stoked. It was like, man, I finally found the missing piece in my life, so to speak. Okay, so what journal do I use? So I use this thing. This is actually because this one, my first journal is almost full. So I already have a second one at hand. It's gonna be nicely yellow. So this is the notebook that I use. It's Look Term 1917. It's a premium notebook, right? You pay like what, 25 euros for such a notebook. But I think that's a good price to pay, especially if you're gonna use this thing for like a year and a half to 2 years, which I did. So I'm happy to pay something premium for a book that I'm going to use on a daily basis. I also like to have a pen loop in here so that I always have a pen on me. So let's dive a little deeper into the tracking thing so that maybe you can get some inspiration on why and how I use this. And maybe you can see if this is something for you. But I really love it. So, as I already talked about, we have the month-to-month basis, right? You have this thing on one side. I like to use black every single month to start out, right? December 24. Then I have my things that I want to track. I always want to track caffeine because that makes me mindful of not using too much caffeine and not use it every single day because I'm very sensitive to caffeine. Now, next to that, we also write down the highlights of the day. And I really like that because it gives you a reflective moment every single day to just think about what happened. And later on, if you rewatch that, you have a glance of what happened in that month by just reading down the highlights. And it's just a good memory to see what happened during that month. Then I have some goals that could be Barrookie goals, like make a video of that, do some research for that. Or sometimes it's just like, hey, I want to make a summary of a book that I read, and maybe I can put that there, and that's the goal for this month. I'm really working on getting my eyes improved through a natural method called myopia, just on the side that I'm telling this, and I want to track eye stuff as well. So you can use that to track a lot of different things. If I'm going to the physical therapist, I like to just go about and write down what he said, what he proposed, so that I always have it on hand and that I can always go back, because you tend to forget the exercises that they gave to you. And if you maybe come across the same injury, you can look back at what was discussed and you can come to the same conclusion. What I also like is if there's a podcast and it really resonated with me, I just go to podcast summaries and I just look at what's written there and I just take out the key things and I write that down in my journal. Sometimes I just re-listen the complete podcast, and whenever I hear something nice, I write it down. I also wanted to have a positive framing. So whenever I wrote injuries down, in the beginning, I always said injury, right? Like here, injury, this is my injury, blah, 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 okay? Now I wanted to reframe that, and so if I'm now referring to an injury, I talk about healing, because I just want to have a more positive type of wording. So you can also work on that while you're doing your journaling. For example, you read a book about Jiu-Jitsu, 21 Immutable Principles of BJJ. I really like that book. It really resonated with me. And I was thinking, hey, even just having the titles grouped would be like very good for me to remember the principles. So I just made a mind map, as you can see here. And just by doing so, it got me thinking about the material, and it also got me laying out everything perfectly. So yeah, very cool for that. What I also like to do at the end of the month is do a recap. Some of the major things in my life, like BJJ, my family, work, how it's going with Barrookie. So all these things that were maybe bothering me or maybe had a positive impact, I write them down so that I just have like some sort of standstill moment. So that is really more like the typical journaling that we know. Journaling does not have to be a chore that you do, right? I mean, like here in 2025 on August, the 3rd, boom, my first, the 6th was the next, the 8th was the next one, then a long page, then the 13th. It doesn't have to be every single day. It's just you come across information that resonates well with you, you write it down, and you're good. Now, when we're gathering information, I have a way to set things up. So I always start with the date that I double underscore. And then I choose a title and I underscore that just once, and then I write the information down. So if we're talking about Huberman podcast, I write down Huberman. If we're talking about injuries, I put in injury, or now called healing. If I have a book that I'm reading, I put in the title of the book. And then next to that, I just write the pages or whatever I summarized at that moment. So that's really how I go about it. And then I just put bullet points in there. That is basically it. That is how I went from having 3 or 4 or 5 journals or notes everywhere to just one compact way of noting things down. And for me, that is super handy. Also, the fact that you have it written by hand is so much more powerful for your brain. You remember and you maintain information much better if you write it by hand on a physical book rather than you typing things out. Does it help you get off your phone? Yeah, maybe, because you track how much time you're on your phone. That's one of the metrics that I have here. Time on my cell phone, time outside. If you're tracking these things, you can at the end of the month say, hey, I did a good job. Or maybe for the next month you say, I did a crappy job of outdoor time. Maybe next month I need to work on that, and then it will be a lot easier, right? If you track something, it's a lot easier to make better decisions. That's really my 2 cents. I'm almost at the end. I really love this brand of journal. It has a nice quality paper. All the pages are numbered. It has also a nice, really cool pocket format. I like the fact that you can put a pen loop on there. And my preferred method is the squares, and this is A5 paper. I really love it. I really recommend it, and that's why I made a video about it. I also like to thank the guy that made the initial video because it was so valuable to me. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of this method or how you are tracking your information. I'm happy to discuss, and I guess I'll be seeing you all in the next video. Peace out!